First question to the people who are coming for the second day. Did you practice meditation yesterday night?
Yes.
How was the sleep?
Super.
It was similar or it is different from the other days? Little bit different. 1, 2. How many of you say it is different? I have a very good sleep. Please raise your hand. And how many of you started the day with meditation? Please raise your hand. Wow. Thank you very much, friend. I have to give a big clap to all of you. That's great. So you understood the importance of it. At least to face me, at least you people did. Maybe I will consider it that way. So thank you very much. So, welcome to the second day of the session. So, what we will do today? Yesterday, we have learned 3 laws of science of meditation. People who are new, let me repeat it once again. The first law says, when you are with your breath, natural breath, your mind becomes empty. And the second law says, when your mind is empty, huge amount of cosmic energy gets into your body. And the third law says, please sir, the third law says, when you receive huge amount of cosmic energy, your body becomes a diamond. That's all, 3 simple laws. So, how many of you here can practice meditation for 1 hour per day? Very nice. Okay, thank you ma'am. So, you yourself tell me, how many minutes is possible for you?
5 minutes.
5 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes.
1 hour. 15 minutes.
Some people okay with 1 hour, some people 5 minutes. If that 5 minutes your mind is blank, fine. For that 5 minutes, if your mind is totally blank without the snake, 15-20 minutes average is fine. Okay, today we are going to learn a shortcut. Because in life we always like shortcuts. Always short. Main road we try to avoid. So, lot of traffic. So, today we are going to learn something which is 3 times more powerful than what we have learned yesterday. We are going to learn something. You did meditation in your home, maybe for 15 minutes. With this technique, 5 minutes is equivalent to what you did for 15 minutes. So 3 times I am reducing the time. So at least if you do 10 minutes, it is equal to 30 minutes. 5 minutes not enough. Lot of good comments. Okay. So, what is that we are going to learn today? We all know that. Any guess?
Pyramid.
Pyramid. Give a big clap for Matt. I understand the employee ratio is 1:99. You know how much applause I get. So, shall we start with my speech or a video?
Video.
You don't like me speaking. Of the pyramid. So as I told you, pyramids are 3 times more powerful than the normal roof. I'll tell you one small. Before that, how many of you want to go inside the pyramid and do meditation now? Okay, slowly people are getting up the hands. Any of you here have visited the pyramid which is in Kanakpura Road? None of you? Okay. Recently in the Bangalore Times, Times of India has published that 7 wonders of the Bangalore. So one was this Kanakpura pyramid. I have given some pamphlet now. You can get the address from that. People later can collect from me. So this pyramid has been built for what? It is not built for making it one of the wonder of the world. No. It is called the first meditational pyramid in the whole world. The biggest meditational pyramid. It is built for people like us to go and take huge amount of energy and come out. when we go to a movie theater, we pay money. What we expect? We expect 3 hours of entertainment, something, and when you come out, you get satisfied. Yes or no? Similarly, in the pyramid, they don't take your money for entrance, but you need to pay something there. You know what? Your time. Spend some time inside that. All that they expect is spend some time. So, when you go inside the pyramid, what do you find there? It is a hollow pyramid. The one which is in Egypt, it is not a hollow pyramid. It is a complete concrete structure where there is only one hollow path is available. But in the pyramid which is in Bangalore, our own Bangalore, which is a hardly 40 minutes drive from here, it is a hollow pyramid. It is 160 feet. Just imagine. 160 feet where 5,000 people can sit at the same time and they can practice meditation. So, when you sit on the floor of the pyramid, it is powerful. But there is something called King's Chamber. You could have seen in that video, a small erected place, which is at the 1/3 height of that pyramid. That place is highly energetic. I have personally went there many times. I have sat in meditation there. Believe me, when you are very, very tired, damn tired, feel like sleeping, just go and sit there, do 5 minutes of meditation. You will definitely experience as if you have slept for 8 hours. I have experienced that personally. Such a powerful place, such a powerful pyramid. Everybody in your life has to go there. I have seen many people going there and then coming back with their families because, as I told you yesterday, one thing which we benefit, the first thing what we will do is we will try to give it to our family members and then to the friends. So, when you go to that pyramid, go with your family members. So, I have taken my parents there and I have shown them what is that pyramid. I have taught them meditation. They sat there. They felt very happy. So, I have done my duty, what I could give to my parents. So, you know what to do. Let me give you one fact. In the year 2008, I went to Egypt, Giza pyramid, along with 90 members. We went along with a person called Brahmarshi Patriji. So, when I went to this Egypt, Giza pyramid, since we are from pyramid group, the Egyptian government gave us a special permission to enter into the pyramid after the official visiting hours. So they gave us 2 hours of time after the official hours, which they have never given to anyone, any groups, except one person who wrote the book, Search in Secret, Egypt Pyramid. I think his name is Bill Shulket. You should read that book. So in 1980s, he was allowed by the Egyptian government to stay for one whole night inside the pyramid for his own experimenting and PhD. So after that, 30-40 years, only our group was allowed to stay there without any of them only letting us for 2 hours. So what we did is obviously 1 hour we did meditation there. So I have personally been there, I have experienced that pyramid. When you go inside the pyramid, it was a beautiful experience. It is only 4 to 5 feet hollow and you have to climb all the way up. It was such a beautiful experience and I was lucky to say I was one of the members who joined that group. So when I did meditation there, it was out of my words, I cannot express it. Because whatever I am speaking here is out of my experience, not from any books or from any person told to me. No, it is all my own experiences. So, so we are very lucky, you know why? We have a guide, we had a guide, she is a lady and she is an archaeologist. So these archaeologists who are in Egypt, as a part-time, they do guide work. So rather than someone taking money for guiding, we luckily got some archaeologists. So we asked, what is that special about this pyramid and what is that inside the pyramid? She said, a common misconception the whole world has is, what do you have in pyramids? Mummies. That is wrong. She said there are no mummies inside the pyramid. An Egyptian who is an archaeologist who knows very well than any one of us, she said there are no mummies inside the pyramid. There is a separate place called Valley of Kings. I have been there, and there all the kings and the queens and the people who served kings, queens, all their mummified bodies are kept in a place called Valley of Kings. No mummies are there in the pyramid. And why did they build the pyramid then? It is that the pyramid is there in the mid of the desert. You know, with no technology available in those days, to carry such a huge block of rocks into a mid of the desert is highly impossible without any technology. Nowadays we have cranes, we have big trucks which can carry all these things. But those days they did not have. And it is a mystery that how that pyramid was built. And no cement or no gluing material was used. That is, they used a technology called interlocking rocks. One rock locking other rock. So Japan is number one in technology, we all know that. They tried to reproduce similar pyramid in Japan and they failed for 7 times with this technology. So just imagine how much technology these people had without what technology we speak today. So they have built thousands of pyramids throughout Egypt. So why they have built pyramid in the Egypt? That is a mysterious question. We will cover that in the later part. But there is one fact which was astonishing is when the word announced first 7 wonders, every year it changes, you must be aware of that. When the word announced first 7 wonders, Egypt pyramid was one of them. And today, out of that first 7 wonders, only Egypt pyramid is still there and the all other 6 things are vanished. It got demolished, it was ruined. But still that pyramid is wonder from the first list to till now, and it will still stay for thousands of years. So, no earthquake has taken place in and around surrounding that Egypt pyramid area, whereas everywhere, even the smallest light of earthquake has taken place. So there is a lot of science behind these pyramids. Maybe we don't know all these days, we have never cared. We just saw in the movies, the hero, heroine dances in front of that pyramid, 2 camels running. That's all we know about the pyramid. But when you are serious about something, you have to research. So, in year 2004, when I came to know about this pyramid, what I did is, I am a software engineer. I did a BTech IT course. So I know well about internet. So what I did, I went to the internet, searched the dimensions, how to make my own pyramid. Because Patriji once said, you create your own creations and then enjoy your creations. Suppose you create your own mobile phone. How will that be? It would be great. Rather than buying from someone, if you create your own something and if you enjoy it, that pleasure is totally different. One has to experience, only then it can be felt. So, I prepared a small pyramid with 4 thermocol sheets. I prepared, but angle was not that perfect. See, there is a science behind this. You cannot just take 4 pieces and attach and you cannot call that as a pyramid. No. Even while building a building, while constructing a building, you could have seen this construction people, they will use some threads to make sure the building is perfectly aligned straight. So, similar to that, dimensions. Pyramid has to be in a particular angle. Only then it will have the 100% energy and power. If the angle is not perfect, the energy percentage may be 80-90%. It will not be 100%. So, the one which is built in the Kanakpura road, it is similar to the lines of what is built in the Egypt. So, I come from Infosys, as I told you. So, there is a pyramid already inside our campus. So, these people have visited that campus, took that knowledge, took that same engineer, they went and built that pyramid. So, enough of the pyramid story. So what I did is, when I prepared my small pyramid, our minds, our mind is a beautiful one and also it is the worst one. Both exist, evil as well as good. Our mind has both. You have to accept that. So, unless until you see some proof, your mind will not accept. Suppose you go to the interior part of China and speak about Ganapati, they will not know. And if I speak about telepathy to you, you will not know. So, our mind has to see something, feel something, experience something, only then you will say, yes, that is correct, I have seen by myself, I have experienced. So, what I did with that pyramid is, I'll ask you some simple questions, you can answer that. I'll give you a tomato. You keep it in your home without using any fridge or preservatives. How many days can you tell me that the tomato will not get rotten and it will be fresh? For how many days?
4 days.
1 week?
10 days.
1 week? 15 days? Maybe you should experience it. Ladies knows better.
4-5 days.
4-5 days. They cook, eat.
Freedom.
They eat, they don't cook. Whom are you supporting, guys? Careful, guys. So, what I did is, I took a tomato, kept it on my table, covered with a pyramid. 40 days I did not open it. 40 days. And then, at the end of the 40th day, I opened it and I saw that the tomato lost its water in the surroundings. But when I took a knife and I made a slice and I opened the tomato, it's fresh. I was surprised. The same tomato which I kept out is getting rotten. But what is that power in the pyramid which is making the tomato fresh?
That energy.
Yes, that energy. Give her a big clap. So, there are tomato. Okay. So, there are many experiments one can do with the pyramids. One thing is, the blades, the knives, all these things, when it is kept under the pyramid, it is always sharp. In the ancient days, the warriors keep the blades and the knives, all these things under the pyramid, so that they can ever be sharp, so that they can do the war. So there are many things. Suppose a dead battery cell keep under the pyramid, it gets little charged. So, what is the point? 1 rupee blade we are not going to keep under the pyramid for 40 days, keep shaving for the lifetime. Because 1 rupee is after all for us. Yes. Because for an experiment I did, it is still sharp. A lot of people who cares even 1 rupee can try that. So, if all these small things matters to us, if that pyramid energy goes inside our body, that is real matter what we want. Not this tomato or blade. This is for just an experimentation, so that for our mind to believe, yes, there is something, or for us to believe it first. Whether you try one small experiment and see if you are interested. So, what I did after making my own creation of pyramid, I just hang that pyramid into a window. I used to sit under the meditation for that pyramid. I used to sleep under that pyramid. So, day by day what is happening is, my sleep time got reduced to 1 hour. I used to sleep for 7-8 hours when I was an engineering student. It got reduced to 6 hours. I was very fresh, which I never felt before. I used to sleep under the pyramid. So that I could spend most of the time doing my education. So that's why I could excel. And I was very poor in memory, I can honestly say. I hardly remember the names of the person. This fellow is very poor. But after practicing meditation for some time, what happened? My intellect and memory power it is started becoming sharp. Every parent say the kid, improve your memory power, improve your memory power. How? Naturally, how it will improve? Naturally, can the hair grow if you are old? Something like that. It is totally idiotic. These parents want the child to improve the memory power. What is the technique they are giving? You have to teach them meditation. You have to make them sit under the pyramid. You will see wonders happening. And there are many cases like a small kid born with some diseased body and total incubation it was there. So it was kept under the pyramid. After some month or so, all the diseases vanished. The doctors were surprised. So all these are experimentation and there is no side effects because the natural energy which is outside, that we are letting in into the body. See, taking little water and pouring on your head is different from you being under the force of shower. So when you are under the pyramid, the energy shower is very high. And people who say when I sit in meditation I am getting a lot of thoughts, when they sit under the pyramid, your mind will become absolutely empty because that energy force is too high. So if you want good health in a shorter period, try doing meditation under the pyramid. I can speak to your boss Balaji sir. We can arrange a bus from here, we can go to pyramid. He said yes, we will do that. Give a big clap. Yes, we will go. I will personally take the whole of you. We will go to the pyramid. It is a beautiful place. It is 3 sides surrounded by hills. It is a valley. It is a beautiful lake full of nature. We can do trekkings. Sometime at least inside the pyramid. It is open 24/7, 365 days. There is no closing time there. And during these Purnima times, Buddha Purnima, Paurnami I can say in other words. So in the nights, the whole night the pyramid is open. Generally the waves of the sea is very high during Amavasya and Purnima because the magnetic energy rays are too high on the earth. So when you do meditation during these days, it is more powerful. It is equivalent to 30 days of doing meditation. 5 minutes of that day is equivalent to 5 into 30. You will never forget it. Whenever I see, I am remembering 5 minutes. So, we will do some 15 minutes of meditation today and then 5 minutes we will close the session. Because every day we have to learn something and put more hours into practice. Shall we do now? Yes. First day is good or second day is good? Third day will be more good? Yes, that's all. The technique is simple. So, yesterday we have learned what is the science of meditation. Yes? Today we have learned what is the science of pyramids. So, first day we have learned something which will give us energy. And today we have learned something which will give more energy in the same time. 3 times more powerful. So, what is going to be tomorrow's agenda? So, first day you have learned something to earn 10,000 bucks. Second day you have learned that something you earn 30,000 bucks. And third day you are going to learn how not to lose that 30,000. Where is this 30,000 is going away? You kept it in the pocket. After 2 minutes when you put your hand inside the pocket, it is empty. So, 2 days you have learned how to get the energy. But tomorrow is going to be a very important session. We are going to talk about beat concept. Body, energy, amplification, technology. Which will definitely help you. Where is the loopholes that we are losing our energy? Everything in particular, specifically, we will cover tomorrow. And we will have a meditation session. And 4th day, we will cover on thought power. Don't underestimate yourself. First point. Don't never underestimate your own energy and power. How many of you heard about the book called Secret? Very good. So, fourth day, I am going to cover extensively on that book. And if you read that book, you will feel like, I want something, but how you are going to attain it, that is not given in that book. Very tough method, but I will tell you a simple method. I want to become a Lakshadipati in short time. Come on the fourth day, I will teach you. How many of you want to come? Just free session, yeah. I am going to give you. Listen, what is the harm, yeah?
No commission. No commission.
No commissions. Okay. And fifth day, we are going to do some advanced spirituality. It is up to you how you are going to take on the fifth day. And in the fifth day, I am going to play the part 2 of the spiritual reality. So I have given you the agenda, friends. So it is now your wish to make maximum out of this fellow. I am going to be here for another 3 days. You have to bear with me. Fine? So, any questions? Forum is open now.
Did we get the CDs?
What series?
What you are.
I will give it on fifth day. See,
I'm not available tomorrow. So that is.
Is a landmark.
see, you can get it in Landmark. Landmark is available all days. Or I will give a copy to Mr. Bhaktavarsham sir. And this CD is available in all languages. So, I definitely want each one of you to show it to your family member. Yes or no? Yes. And whichever is comfortable language. I already spoke to Bhaktavarsham sir about today. It is available in English, Telugu, Tamil, Hindi. Kannada, next month we are going to release it. That time I will give it to you. That time you want. There is nothing special that Kannada didn't come till now. It is in the process. So, any questions? First question is over.
How do you differentiate the
One person.
from the vision, like what you showed through the video clips? The more we do the meditation, it removes all the diseases and everything. Irrespective of, we have high power and everything. It's a deficiency. Whether it gets resolved or not.
See, I will tell you, eyes, teeth, it cannot be solved with meditation. I am openly telling it to you. Because you may accept or not, there is cosmic tubes which is inside our body. It is not connected to the eyes and the teeth. So, for these two things, you have to go to a doctor. But when you do meditation, maximum it can be healed. At least your power will stop there. So, that is one point I generally get this down. One fellow in the Wipro asked, you said all diseases will go. What about your specs? So that is the kind of attitude sometimes I see. It's okay, I have to face it. Yes, sir.
How do you differentiate yoga and meditation? Because both are in line with the.
Beautiful question. Beautiful question. I was expecting this question. What is yoga and what is meditation? It seems to be both same. So what is that? Should I do? What is the benefit? Okay. What is the meaning of the term yoga in Sanskrit? To be union with. You accept, sir? If you accept, it is accepted. Okay. To be union with is called yoga. Suppose if I am doing some work, what is that called? Karma yoga. It's going to be like Bhagavad Gita class, please bear. Karma yoga. If I do some work, it is karma. I am getting involved with that work. It is called karma yoga. If I am practicing music, if I am playing some music, I am one with the music. That is called what? Nada yoga. If I am reading some books, nice knowledge, what is it called? Jnana yoga. If I am one with my breath, it is called Dhyana yoga. Which yoga are you talking, sir? Yes, Dhyana yoga. So there is nothing called just a word yoga. It's wrong. It's wrong. When you are with something, there is always a term. So Dhyana yoga is the one which we are practicing. I solved your question. Thank you. Any more?
These cosmic rays will enter it will penetrate anywhere.
Okay.
How it should
I remember one question I got when I was handling a session in HCL. That guy who was there in front row, he wanted to be always in the front. The second day when he came, everybody is occupied. He brought a chair and sat in front of me. So such enthusiastic guy. When I told about this pyramid, he was like, I'm building a house. I want to build a pyramid. So this is the right time I will build a pyramid, he said. And then he suddenly jumped and asked, sir, I have a question. I asked, please tell me, what is the question? He said, should I make any hole in the pyramid so that the energy will go in? I just said, it is yes, you have to definitely make one more hole in your head. Energy can go inside any material. It can traverse inside the metal, rock, anything. Because that frequency is different. You all work for telecom, right? Does Airtel signals go through this wall? Yes. Similar way, energy is also a kind of frequencies. If your mind also has frequencies. You heard about alpha, beta, gamma, theta. So if your mind frequencies are very high, your energy frequencies will not go in. That's why in meditation, we will lower down the frequencies of the mind. Then the energy goes in. Simple science. Solve your question? Thanks. Next question.
Can you imagine a pyramid or any physical structure has to be? Can you imagine a pyramid?
No. Please don't laugh. Please don't laugh. Because he is asking, through an imagination, a pyramid, does a pyramid come? Because there is something called neuro-linguistic program where they tell about just imagine something and that will be over you. So you are talking in lines of that. People who don't know might laugh, but there is a science with that. See, it may definitely have some impact, but having a physical pyramid will have 100%. 1 or 2% I can say it will be there, but if you want to experience that 100%, definitely some physical structure should be there. Good question, sir. Any more questions? No questions? Will you ring the bell? Okay friends, thank you. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye bye.